Hi guys, today is Top 5 Wednesday and I'm going to do 5 spooky or Halloween reads. 5 Halloween reads. Now, I'm going to keep it all the way real with you guys. Halloween has never been much of a big deal for me. I think when I was in junior high, I really liked it because I could always dress up as Cleopatra. Every year I was either Cleopatra or some variation thereof, because I was like, I'm going to be a goddess for Halloween. But after that, I was never really that into it other than giving, you know, kids candy. And I'm not gonna lie, there have been a couple of years where I've done the whole turn out the lights thing because I don't feel like it. I know that's so bad, it's so mean. I try to do it every year though, because I did feel bad after those couple of years where I didn't do that. But, you know, it is what it is. I do plan on going to a Halloween party one day. I just have never really had the desire to go or to get all dressed up. I don't know, I just feel like I would just rather do something else. Make dinner, eat, watch something, anything else. I'm like the Scrooge of Halloween. Like, I have no desire to do those things. One day I will go to a Halloween party. I did talk to my husband and we were like, okay, one of these years we are going to do the whole dress up thing and go. I guess it'll be fun. I don't know, it's just not really something that either of us really care about so much. I love how I started out the top 5 Halloween reads with how much I really don't care about Halloween, but I do love a good scary read, so let's get into it. Oh, well, you know, here's 2 pumpkins. They're really for Thanksgiving, but they're festive. The colors go. It goes with the whole Halloween situation that we're doing right now. So, happy Halloween. I won't go too far into this because I've spoken about this before at great length. Nosferatu by Joe Hill. This is in my creepy Christmas reads video because I was telling you guys how I thought that for Christmas it'd be great to read something horrific. So, oh, and it kind of goes with Christmas too because it takes place, some of this takes place during the Christmas season. It's about a man named Charlie Manx who is a different kind of vampire than we would expect. He is a kidnapper of children. He wants to take them all to this wonderful place called Christmas Land where they can play Scissors for the Drifter, and they basically just cut him up and eat them with their sharp teeth. I cannot recommend this book highly enough. Again, check out my creepy Christmas reads video if you want to know more about this. Lock and Key, another work by Joe Hill. This is actually book 2 of the graphic novel series because the first one I have on ebook, and then the second one I purchased because I was like, ooh, I would just love to have it. The artwork is so amazing. It's illustrated by Gabriel Rodriguez. And then the rest of the series I have on ebook because I couldn't even wait to get to the store. I was so addicted, I couldn't even wait to just get to the comic book store, which isn't even that far away. It's about a family who moves into a very old house, and the youngest son finds a key, and 2, and 3, and discovers that they have extremely strange uses. One of the keys allows you to put the key into any door, and the minute you step out, you come out of your body. Body just falls to the floor. You are in spirit and you can go anywhere, but you have to, of course, make it back to your body. You always have to be careful about leaving that body unprotected though. You want to make sure you can get back to your body before someone else decides they want to use it. One of my favorite zombie books is called Zombies, A Record of the Year of Infection. Field Notes by Dr. Robert Twombly. I love this book. It has cool illustrations. It's basically a journal detailing the beginning of the infection, the rise of the infection, and then what happens after that. I think it spans approximately 1 year's time. And it's just so interesting because it's easy to read this book and really imagine that this is something that's taken place in real life. It's very easy to get lost into the story. I've read this 3 times. It's pretty short, very immersive, perfect for the Halloween season. Daughters Unto Devils by Amy Lukavics. This has been pitched as Stephen King meets Little House on the Prairie. It's blurbed that way. Kat Winters, who wrote In the Shadow of Blackbird, said, imagine Stephen King writing Little House on the Prairie. Although the writing style is different, this does really sit you in the real world. You're with a family who's experienced some hardships, a very hard winter living in a cabin in the mountains, and the father feels like he needs to move the family to a better place. We have teenage love, lust really, sisterhood, family dynamics. The author even touches on what the dynamic between a husband and wife would be at that time. Traditional / conservative / old-fashioned Little House on the Prairie, 1865 era is what I'm guessing. She does not get us in their head, but it's just something that we see because the children see it. This is a very thin book, but she touches on a lot. I really appreciated how she could really round out the picture. So you not only have the horror stuff that's happening to the main character, but you have a very fleshed out reality. Really great. I think I told you guys before what I loved about Stephen King is that he's able to sit you in a situation that's very real. You are reading the story and you are sitting in a very real world, and then he begins to bring on the scary elements. There's just that thread of believability that is so much easier to remain intact when you're reading a story that way, and she really does this. It's not very long. I read this in 2 sittings, and when I finished the first sitting, I was too scared to walk down the hallway in the dark. I was like, it takes a lot for a book to scare me, and it did. And the last third, it was just like breathless. She goes there. There's a moment where she goes there, and I'm like, did you just, am I misunderstanding? Because, okay, this is a YA novel, and are we really going there? Oh, we went there. I appreciated that. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading more of her work. This is a debut novel, and perfect for Halloween. It's a short read. It's 230 something pages. Definitely check this out. And finally, Slasher Girls and Monster Boys. This is a YA horror anthology curated by April Genevieve Tucholke. Lots of contributing writers: Stephen Bachman, Kendar Blake, Jay Kristoff, Jonathan Mayberry, Carrie Ryan, Nova Ren Suma, April Genevieve Tucholke herself, Lee Bardugo, A.G. Howard, Marie Lu, Danielle Page, Megan Shepard, McCormick Templeman, and Kat Winters. I have only read one story so far because I just started this, and I read the story The Birds of Azalea Street by Nova Ren Suma. A wonderful beginning. I don't know how the rest of the anthology is going to go, but I still included it in my 5 Halloween reads because it's a horror anthology that's getting a lot of buzz right now, and because I read one of the stories and really enjoyed it. So Slasher Girls and Monster Boys is off to a great start. Those were my Halloween recommendations. You know what? I should do an honorable mention. The honorable mention would be The Walls Around Us by Nova Ren Suma. This is a great book. I read this on ebook, so I'll put the picture here. It's about an incident that happens to 2 friends. They are both ballet dancers. Something devastating happens. One of the girls ends up in a juvenile detention center, and the story also involves ghosts. That's all I'm going to say. But it was a fantastic read, so beautiful and so satisfying. You have to read it to know what I'm talking about. So those were my top 5 Halloween reads. I am holding the pumpkin. It's very Twilight-esque the way I'm holding the pumpkin, right? So, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you have a very spooky Halloween. I don't plan on going to any Halloween parties or dressing up, but I will answer the door and I will have candy for the kitties and the not so kitties, because I will not be the Scrooge of Halloween. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you'll be reading this Halloween in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to share the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, yes, that's enough. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye! Nightfall was part of my most recent book haul by Jake Halpern and Peter Kujawinski. This story feels a bit M. Night Shyamalan-esque. I think I said his name correctly. The atmosphere is very lush, it's wonderfully done, and there are a few elements in the story that I think were pretty cool, especially this one. I don't want to tell you guys that. Okay, the islands that are not islands. That's all I'll say. If you end up reading this, you'll know what I mean, but I thought that was such a cool touch. I really enjoyed it, but the thing that made it M. Night Shyamalan-esque was also the kind of thing that detracted from the story. Somehow I had the sense that I'd seen this story before. I also could figure out what was happening quite early on before the characters, and that kind of took away a bit. Another one of my reads for this month was Fates and Furies by Lauren Roff. I am going to read a lot more of her work. She has 2 other books that are apparently wonderful, or 3 other works.